Gemini horoscope. Fra Kate meets Uranus from September 13th to November 8th, 2025. A cosmic turning point. Hello, dear Gemini. From September 13th to November 8th, 2025, you step into one of the most mysterious and electrifying chapters of your year. The shadowy spiritual planet Fra Kate moves into conjunction with Uranus, the planet of sudden change, awakening, and disruption. This alignment takes place in your 12th house, a sector linked with solitude, hidden matters, subconscious forces, and behind-the-scenes activities. It's not the kind of energy that shows up on the surface right away. Instead, it works like an undercurrent, pulling strings quietly, shaping your inner world, and then, suddenly, bringing surprising breakthroughs into your outer life. Think of it like a thunderstorm forming far in the distance. You may not see it yet, but you feel the pressure in the air, the strange wind, the electricity building. When lightning strikes, it both destroys and illuminates. That is the nature of this transit for you, Gemini. Positive influences, the gifts of Fra Kate and Uranus 1. Creative ideas and secret projects. Fra Kate, in union with Uranus, stimulates innovative thinking and out-of-the-box solutions. For Gemini, a sign already ruled by Mercury, the planet of intellect and communication, this is like adding rocket fuel to your mind. You may find yourself drawn to projects that require privacy, secrecy, or behind-the-scenes work. For example, a Gemini student might quietly prepare for a major exam, studying late at night when no one else is watching. Or a Gemini entrepreneur could be developing a secret side business, an invention, or even coding an app, keeping it under wraps until the right moment. This is not the time to broadcast every idea. Instead, nurture them quietly. Imagine planting seeds in the dark soil. They need time out of sight before sprouting. Later, when Uranus triggers sudden events, those hidden projects could suddenly bloom and surprise everyone, including yourself. 2. Solitude and concentration. Normally, Gemini is a highly social sign, chatty, curious, buzzing from one conversation to another. But during this transit, you may crave solitude. It's not loneliness, it's a productive withdrawal. You might feel like turning off your phone for a while, sitting in silence, journaling, or meditating. This quiet time helps you recharge and concentrate on what matters most. If you're preparing for something competitive, like an exam, a sports event, or a big business pitch, solitude will sharpen your focus like a laser. Think of an archer drawing back the bowstring. The silence before the release is just as important as the arrow itself. That is the kind of silence Fra Kate and Uranus are asking from you now. 3. Unexpected financial support. Another gift of this transit. Hidden financial opportunities. The 12th house sometimes brings support from secret or unexpected sources, like an inheritance, a sudden loan approval, or even a lump sum of money from a project you thought had failed. For example, imagine you once helped a colleague years ago without expecting anything in return. Out of nowhere, they might show up with an offer or financial assistance. Or perhaps you applied for a grant or scholarship months ago and forgot about it. Suddenly, the approval arrives. The key is that the money is not earned in a straightforward way. It comes from the shadows, from backstage, from a forgotten place. And yet, it comes at exactly the right time, when you most need it. 4. Intuition and psychic awareness. Gemini is usually logical and curious, but under this transit, your intuition becomes razor sharp. You may experience what feels like a sixth sense, gut feelings, dreams that later come true, or an uncanny ability to read people. Let's say you're about to sign a business contract. Something about the other person's handshake or tone gives you a warning. If you trust your gut and pause, you may save yourself from a costly mistake. Or imagine waking up from a dream about an old friend, and later that day they call you. This heightened awareness is Fra Kate's spiritual gift. Combined with Uranus's sudden flashes of insight, it can feel almost magical. Use it wisely. 5. Charm and communication. Although this transit pushes you inward, Mercury, your ruling planet, remains strong. This gives you exceptional communication skills when you choose to speak. If you're in negotiations, presenting ideas, or even smoothing over conflicts, your words carry unusual power. Imagine being in a meeting where tensions run high. You, Gemini, could be the one who cracks a joke, shifts the energy, and helps everyone find a solution. This charm can also attract opportunities. Even if you're working quietly behind the scenes, one well-timed conversation can open new doors. Challenges and cautions, of course, no transit is purely easy. The combination of Fra-Kate and Uranus is like mixing mystery with chaos. Alongside the gifts, there are challenges you must navigate. 1. Hidden enemies. Because this alignment occurs in your 12th house, it can activate enemies or competitors working behind your back. At work, someone might quietly undermine your progress. In your social life, there could be jealousy or gossip that you're not immediately aware of. It's not about paranoia, but about staying alert. Think of it like playing chess. The real danger is not the obvious move, but the one forming quietly 2 steps ahead. By trusting your intuition, you can sense who truly supports you and who doesn't. 2. Financial leaks. While sudden financial gains are possible, there is also risk of unexpected expenses. Medical bills, family emergencies, or urgent repairs could drain resources quickly. Imagine saving up money for a vacation, only to discover that your car breaks down the week before, or suddenly needing to lend money to a sibling. These expenses may feel frustrating, but they are also tests of flexibility. The advice here: keep a small emergency fund aside. If you receive unexpected income during this period, don't spend it all at once. Set some aside. You'll thank yourself later. 3. Health concerns. The 12th house also relates to health, especially illnesses that develop quietly. During this transit, it's important not to ignore warning signs. For example, a small headache, stomach issue, or insomnia might seem minor, but if it lingers, check it out. Hidden issues could surface suddenly under Uranus's influence. Also, because this transit encourages solitude, you may spend more time sitting, reading, or working alone, which can lead to physical stiffness or fatigue. Balance quiet work with exercise and fresh air. 4. Impulsive decisions. Uranus is famous for sudden energy. Combined with Fra-Kate's shadowy influence, this could lead to rash choices, especially in finances, travel, or relationships. For instance, you might wake up one morning and feel like quitting your job, booking an expensive trip, or starting a risky investment. Later, you may regret the haste. The solution: whenever you feel that surge of urgency, pause. Count to 3 days instead of 3 seconds. If the decision still feels right after reflection, go ahead. If not, you've saved yourself trouble. 5. Mental health and isolation. While solitude is good in moderation, too much isolation can turn into stress. You may withdraw so deeply into your own thoughts that you feel disconnected from loved ones. Picture a Gemini who normally loves chatting with friends, suddenly shutting themselves in their room for weeks. At first, it feels peaceful, but eventually, loneliness creeps in, and the mind starts playing tricks. To avoid this, maintain balance. Yes, take your quiet time, but also schedule lighthearted social moments. A simple dinner with a close friend can refresh your spirit. General advice for Gemini 1. Practice flexibility. The theme of this transit is unpredictability. What you expect may be delayed, while what you don't expect may succeed. Like a gymnast, keep yourself flexible. If a job opportunity doesn't come through, maybe an entirely different door opens. If a plan falls apart, see it as a redirection rather than a failure. 2. Embrace the unexpected. This is not a time to cling tightly to control. The more you resist change, the harder it feels. Instead, treat surprises as part of the cosmic plan. Imagine boarding a train that suddenly changes tracks. Instead of panicking, look out the window. The scenery might be even better than what you imagined. 3. Watch your energy exchange. Be mindful of who you allow close to you. Younger, energetic people, or those with fresh perspectives, may bring unexpected help. At the same time, Be cautious of anyone whose energy feels draining or deceptive. Trust the vibes. If someone makes you feel uneasy, there's a reason. 4. Strengthen your spiritual side. The 12th house is deeply spiritual. This transit is an invitation to explore meditation, prayer, journaling, or even dream work. If you've never tried meditation, start with 5 minutes a day. If you're artistic, keep a dream journal and sketch or write what you see. These practices can reveal hidden guidance from your subconscious. Closing, the mysterious blessings. So, dear Gemini, from September 13th to November 8th, 2025, Kate and Uranus bring you into a world of shadows, secrets, and sudden lightning strikes. Yes, there are challenges, hidden enemies, surprise expenses, moments of isolation. But alongside them are powerful gifts, creative inspiration, unexpected financial support, intuitive awareness, and the charm of your Mercury-ruled voice. The secret to thriving is balance. Embrace solitude without falling into loneliness, trust your intuition without acting rashly, and welcome surprises without fear. Think of yourself as a traveler with a lantern in a dark cave. The shadows may seem intimidating at first, but the deeper you go, the more treasures you uncover. By the time Uranus finishes its work, you'll step out of the cave holding new ideas, hidden blessings, and spiritual strength you didn't know you had.